Stop. Before you book a flight to Finland or Switzerland, you need to know what you're getting into. One is a world of jaw-dropping alpine luxury, and the other is a peaceful Arctic paradise. Choosing the wrong one for your travel style isn't just a bummer. It can be a serious hit to your wallet. So let's break down the real story on costs, culture, and what to expect so you can pick the perfect trip for you. Finland and Switzerland. They're two European dream destinations that feel both a world apart and yet somehow get compared all the time. One brings to mind silent, snow-dusted forests, the northern lights painting the sky, and that feeling of blissful warmth in a cabin sauna. The other conjures images of dramatic jagged peaks, impossibly blue lakes, and a train gliding perfectly on time through a mountain meadow. I've been fascinated by both countries for years, and after finally exploring the serene woods of Finland and the epic peaks of Switzerland, I want to break down the key differences to help you decide. We're going to look at 4 things: the landscapes and activities, the actual cost of a trip, the cultural vibe, and getting around. By the end, you'll have a clear idea of which country is calling your name. Let's get to it. First things first, let's talk about the views. This is where Finland and Switzerland show their biggest differences. Switzerland is famous as the king of the mountains. Now, while about 40% of the country is actually made up of rolling plateaus and the less towering Jura Mountains, let's be real. The Alps are the star of the show and the main draw for most visitors. The landscape is vertical and dramatic. Think of villages like Lauterbrunnen, tucked into valleys with waterfalls pouring over cliffs. Summer is a hiker's paradise, with trails leading you through wildflower meadows to views that look better than the postcards. In winter, those same mountains become a world-class ski destination, with legendary regions like the Jungfrau, or home to villages like Grindelwald offering slopes for everyone. Adventure here is often about adrenaline, paragliding over Interlaken, riding a mountain coaster, or doing a cliff walk that'll get your heart pounding. The Swiss landscape is grand, majestic, and always in your face. Finland, however, offers a beauty that's more subtle, quiet, and immersive. It's nicknamed the Land of 1,000 Lakes, but that is a massive understatement. There are somewhere around 188,000 of them, depending on how small you count. The landscape is mostly flat and covered in immense ancient forests that feel incredibly peaceful. The vibe here isn't about conquering peaks. It's about connecting with nature. It's about paddling a canoe on a glassy lake under the midnight sun or foraging for berries in the woods. And then you have Finnish Lapland. In winter, this place becomes a genuine Arctic wonderland. This is where you go for those bucket list experiences, gliding through a silent forest, on a husky sled, taking a reindeer sleigh ride, or witnessing the aurora borealis. While Switzerland gives you grand vistas to admire from afar, Finland offers a tranquil wilderness to get lost in. It's less about one dramatic photo op and more about a feeling of total peace. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room: money. Honestly, this might be the single biggest factor in your decision, because the difference is huge. Let's start with Switzerland. To put it bluntly, Switzerland consistently ranks as one of the most expensive countries in the world to visit. A mid-range daily budget here can conservatively run you between $200 to $300 per person. A basic lunch can easily cost $30, a short train ride can be shockingly expensive, and any activity with a mountain lift or gondola will make your bank account wince. Even budget options are pricey. Now, the quality you get is exceptional. Impeccable service, spotless hotels, but there's no escaping the high cost. Finland, on the other hand, lets your wallet breathe a little. While it's a Nordic country and not exactly a cheap destination, it's significantly more affordable than Switzerland. Overall, the cost of living can be around 30 to 40% lower. A mid-range daily budget here is a more manageable $150 to $220, though this can be higher in Helsinki or popular Lapland resorts. You can find a great meal for a reasonable price, and many of the best activities like hiking in a national park or enjoying a public sauna are free or very cheap. Over a 5-day trip, choosing Finland could easily save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. If budget is a major concern for you, Finland is the clear winner. Okay, that price difference is a game changer, right? If you're finding this breakdown helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button below. It's a small thing that makes a huge difference for the channel. Now, let's get back to it and talk about the vibe. Beyond the views and the prices, the actual feel of a country is so important. And again, these two offer very different experiences. Swiss culture is all about precision, punctuality, and professionalism. Everything runs on time. The trains, the buses, the people. It's an incredibly efficient system that makes traveling smooth and stress-free. The country is also multilingual, with German, French, and Italian influences changing the vibe depending on the region. There's a sense of order and pride in everything, from the clean streets to their famous watches and chocolate. The Swiss people are generally polite, but also private and reserved. It's a culture that values quality, organization, and a well-run society. Finnish culture, while also reserved, has a different flavor. Finns are often described as introverted and quiet, but they are also refreshingly direct and honest. There's no pretense here. A core part of their culture is an almost spiritual connection to nature. It's not just a hobby, it's a way of life. The other, of course, is the sauna. There are around 3 million saunas in Finland. It's a popular boast that there are more saunas than cars. For Finns, the sauna isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for relaxation, health, and even socializing. Taking a sauna, followed by a dip in an icy lake, is the quintessential Finnish experience. So while both cultures can seem reserved, the Swiss vibe feels more formal and organized, while the Finnish vibe feels more rooted in nature, sincerity, and quiet contentment. So how do you actually get around? Both countries are great at this, just in different ways. Switzerland has arguably the best public transportation system on the planet. The Swiss travel system is a masterpiece. Trains, buses, and even boats are perfectly synced up, punctual to the minute, and can get you almost anywhere, including tiny villages high up in the Alps. The journey itself is part of the attraction. Scenic trains, like the Glacier Express or Bernina Express, are bucket list items for a reason. While individual tickets are expensive, a Swiss travel pass can be a great investment. Finland's transportation is also excellent and reliable, especially in the southern part of the country. The state-run trains are modern and comfortable, connecting the major cities. One of the coolest routes is the overnight Santa Claus Express train, which takes you from Helsinki all the way to Lapland in a private sleeper cabin. To get to more remote areas, an extensive network of long-distance buses will get you just about anywhere. While Switzerland's network is more dense, Finland's system is incredibly dependable and will get you from the capital city to the Arctic wilderness without a problem. So after all that, which one should you choose? Let's make it simple. You should probably choose Switzerland if you have a healthy budget and don't mind paying for top-tier quality and luxury. Your dream vacation is all about dramatic mountain peaks, world-class hiking, or skiing. You love adrenaline sports and want to ride thrilling scenic trains. You value perfect efficiency, cleanliness, and a seamless travel experience. You should probably choose Finland if you're looking to get more value for your money and make your budget stretch further. You're drawn to quiet, serene nature, vast forests, thousands of lakes, and Arctic wilderness. Seeing the northern lights, going on a husky safari, or staying in a glass igloo is on your bucket list. You appreciate a culture of sincerity, simplicity, and a deep connection to nature, and you're ready to try a real sauna. So, what's the final verdict? The choice between Finland and Switzerland is really a choice between two different kinds of amazing. Switzerland offers the perfection of the grand and the organized, a world of majestic alpine beauty held together by flawless infrastructure. Finland offers the perfection of the serene and the authentic, a world of tranquil nature and unique traditions that encourage you to slow down. One is an epic adventure for the eyes, the other is a peaceful retreat for the soul. Both countries are incredibly safe, consistently ranking high on global peace and quality of life indexes. There is no wrong choice here, only the choice that's right for you. So, which one are you picking? Are you Team Alpine Luxury or Team Arctic Serenity? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'm genuinely curious to hear where you'd go. Thanks for watching, and happy travels. If you enjoyed this comparison and want to see more, check out my other video on Canada versus Australia over here.